Hi Pisces, this is Jess with your June 2020 general read. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So Pisces, one, I want to say your intuition, your senses is very heightened at this time. If you just look around, you will notice the most insignificant to the biggest thing, but you'll notice it, and a lot of people won't notice the meaning behind something. So we know that you are the most intuitive sign. In my opinion, you are the most intuitive sign. And use it to your benefit. Use it to safeguard yourself. Use it because it is definitely going to serve you at this time. For some of you, I just have to say, I see people getting locked up. I do see jail. I do see people doing unscrupulous things. And I also see lack of communication turns to, or lying, people being very nasty. I get, as I've seen with every sign so far, a lot of tensions flaring. And it's all cerebral and it's all verbal and some of it has a lot to do with propaganda. Some of it has a lot to do with people's objectives. So I wouldn't be so trusting of people right now. Be very careful, lock your doors, just be as vigilant and pay attention. And if something around you says, don't just ignore it, Some of you may feel like somebody in your life, home life, something like that, may be in some type of trouble, conundrum, and needs some form of help from you. Some of you would like someone to liberate themselves and stop being a Debbie Downer or victimizing themselves, or just this could be people telling you that. And saying that, you're so blessed, you have so much. Why are you always, pulling the woe is me card, that type of thing. You really don't have control over others. Control issues are going to be a challenge, may have already been a challenge. Father energy, male energy will be or has been a challenge for some of you. Someone wants to domineering, and this could be of any way. It doesn't have to just be men, it could be women too, but very domineering energy right now. I wouldn't say it's the best time to get in any trouble because, it may be a little bit challenging for people to care, if that makes any sense. Time is going really fast for you guys. Things are coming back to you very quickly. Things are happening around you quickly, out of the blue, messages, communication. So I would just be careful, and you have control, even though some of you may feel like you don't. You do have control of what you listen to, what you see, and what you expose yourself to, because it's going to stick with you longer than probably some other person. So I would be very vigilant and careful about what you're dumping into your spirit. Home life, you may have been at a crossroads and confused, like, how am I going to do? How am I going to? It's going to be fine. you're going to get your bearings. And I also see some of you getting very focused as far as like new goals, new aspirations, whether you start working from home or looking for a job from home, or just getting more active, going out, working out, just being more active, being more confident, being more innovative and creative about how you want to move forward, particularly, especially you Pisces women. Pisces men may be still a little bit verklempt and a little still in a daze, but it all will come together for both of you at a very divine time. I also feel like for some of you, you can meet someone. We haven't gotten to love just yet, but you may meet someone new, or someone that would just be very accommodating to you. You will feel the love coming back probably toward the weekend going into next week. So it could be either you showing a lot of love to someone or someone showing love to you, and it kind of starts a new cycle. It could be for someone's birthday. You may be a Gemini in your life and you're showing them a lot of love, but I do feel a lot of love coming in the home, and that feels really good. Wanting to make amends if there's people in your household is what I see here as well too. Now, the past. Let's go to career. Some of you want to leave from doing what you're doing and just take off. Some of you want to take a trip. So you just want to leave and not work the job that you have. Some of you just want to break. You just want to break free. And you may be taking a step back. You may not be so focused on work as you used to. Some of you may already be out of that energy. And you felt kind of unfulfilled and unmotivated, really, to focus on work and career. That's going to change as well. I'm seeing for every sign I've done so far that going into next week, the energies are much lighter. People are in a better mood, and things just kind of almost seems like as quickly as things have cranked up with with that T square and all of the kind of challenging energies that has been surfacing now, that is going to kind of dissipate and things will calm down. And so it will allow you to start seeing the forest from the trees and say, yeah, now I know where I'm going to go from here. And now things are starting to come to me. Now I'm getting the answers. Now I'm getting the feedback. Now things are coming to me. So wherever you were stagnant and felt frustrated and even angry and pissed off and confused and, all of that, it's going to subside. I do see really good energy for you. The past you're not interested in. You want to move forward. Even your children may be unruly. Be careful. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Some of you want to break free. You're tired of this homeschooling. You're tired of these kids in your house. Hell, they may not even have to homeschool. They may be completely grown, but it's like, why are you still here? Why are you still here? And when are you leaving? And you could be a grandparent, it could be any kids, but there is this sense of like, I just want to take a trip. One trip. That's all I want to do. You may have an opportunity to do that. Of course, everyone's different and what people can and can't do. But some of you may be doing that and saying, I'm going to take a trip. It could be a really large trip. It could be something really small. But I do see an opportunity to do so or wanting to do that. I also see, I'm not going to say, okay, there's a lottery or windfall. Some people may say, yes, it's going to be like, you have some great amount of money coming to you. But I do feel like a cycle is closing up. You do have money luck. There are going to be some delays, but it's necessary, whatever these delays are. But when it opens up again, there's going to be some money luck and really feeling like things are really working in your favor and you have the world in the world is in your hands, if you will. You could also be like graduation and wrapping something up or entering into, like you're wrapping something up, but you may be starting something as well. So starting school for some of you, ending one cycle and starting a new cycle, but it's going to be very beneficial for a lot of you. And I feel that there is going to be communications, whether it be what you receiving or giving, that is going to be very favorable for you. So again, really great reading for you guys, Pisces. I would enjoy this energy. A little rocky. The present energy is kind of rocky, trying to come out of the negative mindset or a place of lack. And really planning and kind of being very strategic and very purposeful on your next moves forward. Just be careful with your tongue because it could be a little lethal at this time, or you may be getting a lot of hate or, the wrath coming toward you. I do feel like you guys do a really great job at kind of maneuvering through it. Just don't allow, once again, like I said, don't allow whatever negative energy out there to don't expose yourself to too much of that for too long, because it will, and it has the potential to do a number on you mentally. But again, good money is coming into you. I do see money, and I see more money coming in as well. And again, communications coming in really quick. Now let's get into love. Well, for some of you Pisces singles, you may feel like love is kind of came out of the air, like somebody just dropped out of the sky. Like, what the hell? And you may be getting a lot of love. People that are interested, people may be coming back wanting to woo you. Someone is really showing a lot of interest toward you. But I do feel for some of you, this connection is going to take its time because someone works a lot. Someone may not be the most ethically sound, so be careful with that. Like they are holding a lot back, and it's a lot going on with them that you may not know about, whether it be you're holding back or they're holding back, and they may be using work, career, whatever as a disguise to not kind of be very transparent. So the jury is still out for you Pisces singles as to is this a go? I do feel like a lot of you Pisces, though, are fine where you are. If you're a female and you are single, you're okay. You don't mind being in that position. I feel like if you're being entertained by someone, he is trying to kind of woo you back in. And that's a good luck, because if he goes too far, I feel that you're going to set them straight. Yeah, I like you. Yeah, I'm fine with that. But these are my boundaries. You know what I mean? Kudos to you, Pisces, because that is the struggle. Congratulations. Some of you could be pregnant. Yep, pregnant. And having to tell someone you are the father. And if you couldn't carry before, or you chose not to complete a pregnancy before, you may be contemplating doing that now. All of you, the decision will be different if you're pregnant, but there is some decision making with, okay, I had problems before, or I didn't keep them before. What do I now? What will it be? That sort of thing there. Yeah, baby is either on the way or you guys have a bun in the oven. That's definitely for some of you, not everyone, obviously. So I feel, again, it's almost like the timing with you and another person could be a bit off, because someone just really likes their freedom or independence and they're cool with that. And someone else may not be so cool with it, and they're going to be put in their place. Or it may come across a bit, harsh, that sort of thing. Couple, Pisces. Again, a lot of communication. You are trying to communicate. You may have in the past. Some of you are dealing with someone who's not, who's been trying to get away from you, or who's been trying to get away with something. You're not being able to get a hold of them. If you do, you're suspecting something. They're being elusive. You haven't heard from them, which could have completely created a fight or fallout between the two of you. And it's like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Someone is completely stressed the hell out. They can't sleep, probably can't eat, doesn't look like they can think straight. Children may be children isn't affecting the relationship. Children may be a cause for discussion. And if you're trying to reach out to somebody, and you can't reach them, you could be just worried, like, are my kids okay? Are they okay? When am I going to see my kids? So it could be something about kids, and not seeing your kids, not spending enough time with your kids, haven't seen your kids in quite some time. I do feel if that's the case, maybe child support or some type of support may also end. I don't feel like the other person cares. It looks like somebody doesn't really care because they're okay. So that's that for some of you. But others of you, this relationship, again, is a lot of stress and worry and anxiety because someone is just not being completely honest, or they're not giving their fair share. And I have to tell you, somebody is looking at the front door. Somebody is looking at the front door. And you know how elusive a Pisces can be. A Pisces will say something, they'll ask you something, they'll probe. They don't see the difference between a Pisces and a Virgo, which is its opposite sign, is Virgos are going to nitpick. They are going to tell you. They're going to not threaten, but they're basically just going to let you know what time it is. But because they're not yelling and screaming and crying, it may go over your head. But when they pull the trigger, they've said everything to you. You just chose not to get the memo. Pisces is literally not going to tell you anything. They're going to probe. They're going to ask questions. Pisces are going to try to find out where you are and to confirm if what they're feeling is kind of honest and true, and fill out for, detectors of, are you lying? Are you deceiving me? And once Pisces figure out for themselves what they're going to do, then all of a sudden, like a fish, they turn the other direction. You don't hear from it again. And then you're left feeling like, well, I don't know. See, Pisces feel like, it's not my job to tell you what's going on. You're supposed to fill me out and find out what's going on with me. And then I'm supposed to find, so there's that. So it could be something like that where, you least expect it. Your Pisces could be looking at that front door and saying, oh, see, now you lost me. But but you don't know why. So we're going to look deeper into this relationship. We're going to look at this person, see how they feel about you, what they want to tell you down inside. What is the challenge? How do they feel about your relationship together? What are they keeping a secret? And what will their actions be? We're also going to look at the overall outcome between the two of you. And we're going to look at Aries to Pisces. How do they feel about you? So if you are interested in that, click the link in the description box below. If you would like to share, do so in the comment section below. If you want something personal with me, a personal reading, click the link to my website. And if you are interested in it, and if you are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I'll be back very soon with another one. Take care, Pisces.